Hey guys, it's Andrea. Today I have for you my Project Pan update. So we are at the very end of January and it is now February, well tomorrow when I'm filming this, but anyways. Okay, so I have 10 products. This is a rolling project, meaning that there's always going to be something coming in and out. I like doing it that way because it's not boring and I get to see how many products I can cycle through. So I didn't actually use up a lot this month. I feel like next month is going to be the month that things snowball and a lot of things are used up at once. But there is a lot of progress on everything. So let's just start. This is my primer that I've been using. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Smoothing Refiner. I will put a picture of what it looked like last month because this kind of moves around. I hit the bottom of it, but there's still lots on the sides. You can see there, I use my fingernails to get it out with, just the tip of my fingernails. I found that was better than using a brush. I don't really like the way this goes on when I use a brush, so I still like to use my fingers to apply it. I don't like this product. I wouldn't recommend it if you have oily skin. It's a little too hydrating for oily skin, and I don't think it fills in pores as well as a lot of other products do. It's okay. I'm just forcing myself to use it up because I don't want to have to purchase another pore filling primer right now. So there's that. All right, next thing is foundation. I'm actually wearing this in combination with another foundation today. This is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 425. So the top line was last month's progress and the bottom line is this month's progress. So this is all that is left, which is not a lot. You can kind of see the line there on the side where it settles. This is a good foundation, especially for oily skin. It lasts all day. The thing about this foundation that I discovered that I didn't like while using it this month, because this is literally like the only foundation I used all month. The thing that I realized I didn't like is that it makes my face very flat because it doesn't look skin-like. It looks like foundation. It's pretty full coverage, and I think that's probably the thing I don't like about it because I really don't like full coverage foundations anymore. I like foundations that are more skin-like, that let my skin show through, that are more three-dimensional, where this one is very, very flat. So I won't be sad when this is done. I mixed it today with the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation, which is a really, really good one for being like medium coverage and kind of just glowy. Okay, next thing is concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. So this is kind of like they go together. Again, don't love this at all. For my under eyes, it is a little bit too drying, especially because I wear makeup for a very long time when I go to work. Like a lot of the time I'll put it on at 7 in the morning and I won't take it off till 9 p.m. I am wearing this today. I feel like it's a good shade, like it's very brightening. It's full coverage enough. My under eye circles are very, very dark, so it's really hard to get anything to fully cover them up. But the thing I don't like about this is that it's not hydrating enough for me. Like, it's okay, it's just not as good as many other concealers that I've tried that give me so much more hydration and last, like that hydration lasts better throughout the day. So this one here, when I pull out the little applicator, I'm getting less and less product on it. The stopper's still in there. I feel like it's almost about time to pull that stopper out, and I've found whenever I pull stoppers out of concealers, that's when they go real fast. So I think this is definitely going to be used up by next month for sure. Here's the bronzer I've been using. This is the Body Shop Honey Bronzer in 03. I think it's medium is the shade. No matter how much I use this, the honeycomb pattern doesn't really seem to go away. I don't understand that. Like, it really doesn't make a lot of sense to me why that is. I'll give you a little swatch. It's just like a nice matte warm bronzer. This is what I'm wearing today. This is what I've worn every day this month. So in terms of progress, it doesn't really seem like there's a lot. This looks the same as it's always looked since I've had it for 3 years. And the goal on this is just to hit pan. I'm not trying to use it up. I just want to hit pan on this. So I think it'll be a couple months for that one. This is my MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime Coconut. I love this scent. This is the second one I've owned. This is where we started last month, and this is where we are this month. I was using this last year too, which is why there's a little line at the top. This is the only setting spray that I've been using daily, so this, every time I wear makeup this month, this is what I use. I was sick in January, so there was like a good week that I didn't wear any makeup because I just couldn't, between like runny nose and like sensitive eyes, I just didn't want to wear any makeup. I didn't even wear it to work. So I think some of these probably could have had a little bit more usage on them. So one of my goals is to hit pan on 2 shades in this guy. This is the Tarte Pro palette. I want to hit pan on the shade that I use to set my eyeshadow primer, which is this guy here. And then my transition shade that I kind of use with any palette I'm using, which is this one here. So those are the shades Classic and Bold. So we are not near hitting pan, I don't think. I mean, I could see myself maybe hitting pan on this one in the month of February. This one I think will take a little bit longer. It's really hard with the gold background to really see exactly what's going on. There you go, not much is happening. I don't know how some people hit pan after like 8 uses. Alex, I'm looking at you. How do you do that? Explain. Okay, speaking of Alex, Alex gave me this for Christmas. I used this a ton in December, like after she gave it to me, because I got it before Christmas. Like she shipped me the package, so I can't remember how many times I used it, probably at least like 6 times in December. This is my palette of the month. If you have not been here before, welcome. What I do is every month I put in a new palette. The goal is not necessarily to hit pan on anything. The goal is to use it more so I can review it for you guys. It's usually a palette that I either haven't used a lot in my collection or something new like this. And so this is the Violet Voss Best Life palette. I used this a bunch in December, but I used it 9 times in January as well. Like I keep a little log on it, on these palettes, so I know. I love this. I really, really love it. It's got some pros and cons, but I really, really overall love it. So this is a palette that has these are all pressed glitters at the top. So we have 7, that's 7, right? Yes. 7 pressed glitters. That's a lot of glitter. And then all of these shades are either matte or shimmer metallics. Most of them are metallic, I think. Well, there's quite a few mattes in here. Okay, I like how, you see this row down here, like kind of this little spot. This is all very neutral. It's really, really good for just having those basic shades that you need. So a nice light transition or brow bone for some people, and a medium transition, a deep brown, a black, and a nice warm orange. Like awesome, great job at including practically everything you need to do any eye look. These 2 mattes over here, the blue is good. Blue is kind of what I have in my outer V today. This purple is one of the most disappointing shades. It's probably the most disappointing shade in this palette. This purple is not pigmented at all. Like you can kind of tell when I swatch it even that it's not as pigmented as a lot of matte purples out there. And when it goes on, like I have had to build it and build it and build it and build it. And if you know how much I like purple, you know that's very disappointing to me, because I would love to just use the purples very easily, but it's not easy to use and it doesn't really work by itself. So that's really unfortunate. There are some really, really cool metallics in here. So especially this one, Friends, and this one, Love. These 2 are so cool. This Love shade is kind of similar to that Tarte Frosé pinky gold, and then this shade Friends is almost like gold foil. Like even the texture of it is very interesting. So look at these. That one, what was it called again? Love and Friends. So fun. And both of those shades I've used on their own, but I also love like just mixing them together on my eyelid to get an even more pinky gold shade, which looks so pretty. I've used every other shade in here. You guys know I don't love blues all that much, but I have used them all and they're fine. They perform really well. That purple's okay, the metallic. But this is what I love the most about this palette, is all of these pressed glitters. They are so intense. So okay, one time I was about to go out to the bar and I decided, why don't I do gold and blue? Literally, these were so intense. so blue glitter and so gold glitter that I had to take it off and redo my makeup because I looked like a clown. Like, it was too pigmented. It was just too much for just going out at night. So it's almost like for these two, I just don't even know what to do with them because they perform too well. I feel like they would be so good for editorial looks. This one's really cute. It's just like a nice burgundy glitter. This one and this one are my favorites. So this is kind of a taupe glitter. It's called Happiness, and this one is Hugs, which is kind of like a taupe but more with a purple base. Both of these have multi-dimensional colored glitters in them. Like, you see almost every color sparkle when you move your eyes. And this shade here, which is called Laughs, it's very chunky, but it has such a multi-dimensional finish to it. Like, it's really good for lightly putting glitter on top of another eye look that you've done to get just a little bit of flash to it. It's so cool. So this one, and this one are my favorites. These two I like and can use. These two, I don't know how often I'll use them, but they are beautiful. So overall, I enjoyed using this palette so much. I love that it's part of my collection. Thank you again to Alex for gifting that to me for Christmas. 3 more things that needs to be updated. This is my vitamin C serum. It is the Gin Amber Beauty 20% vitamin C booster. This is where we started. This is where we ended up after 1 month. I've been using this multiple times a week. It feels really good on it. Other than that, I don't know. Like, once I get through the whole bottle, I'll tell you if I saw a difference. I think it is good to have a vitamin C serum somewhere in your regimen anyway. So I'm glad that I'm using it. And then this is my RCMA No Color Powder. I have it in a Laura Mercier container. So I actually was using this last year in my project pan as well. This is where it originally started, but this line is where it started in January. So we're doing the long lines now. So this is 1 month of use. Now we're down to February. I feel like this will be gone in a month and a half because obviously it gets smaller at the bottom. So I feel like halfway through March I should be done this. This is the powder that I've been using pretty much all the time, every day. I do use a different powder for under my eyes, except sometimes when I'm baking and I want a powder to just catch fallout, I will like bake with this and then I can wipe it away easily. So I've been using it for both of those purposes, all over my face and baking, but under my eye to set my eye, I use my Hourglass powder. Last thing that is an update and coming out is my fragrance. So this was the Body Fantasies fragrance body spray in cotton candy. You can just get these at Walmart. It smells really good, but it's a very juvenile scent. So I don't know. I definitely wouldn't buy it again. Here's where we were in January. I knew that I was going to be able to use it up. Like, these go so fast. You can spray them so much because it's not a perfume. Like, it doesn't have a really intense scent. You need to spray it quite a bit to get an intense scent. But I'm glad that it's done and that it can come out of my collection. And I will not buy any more of those because that's not my lifestyle anymore. It's like, I don't know, cotton candy? No. Okay, 2 things I'm bringing in. I was thinking about it. I don't really feel like bringing in another fragrance right now. I don't know. I just don't feel like it. I used up one in December. I used up this one. Now I just want to take kind of a break from fragrance. What I do want to do is finally conquer this little eyeliner. This was in my project pan last year. I want this done. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner in Perversion. Here's where we are. So I measured it by using the cap because I hate using papers and notebooks. So if I take the silver and line up the silver, my nail's in the way. If I line up the silver, that's where we are. That little mark here is the progress line. So this guy is, oh, I should put this on today. See, I didn't even do it. This guy is like a smoky gray. So it's really versatile. Like, it'll go with so many things. I use it like on the upper lash line if I'm not doing winged liner. I use it on the lower lash line. I have a feeling that this doesn't go like all the way down. Usually they don't. So I think I can use this in 1 month if I remember and if I make myself. So that's the goal, guys. Can we do this? Can we, as if you have anything to do with it. Can I do this in 1 month? I mean, I like that you guys support me. That's, in that sense, we're in this together, but it's my responsibility. So I would love to see this done because I have far too many kohl slash pencil eyeliners that I don't use because I almost only use liquid liner now. So anyways, I would like to get that used up. Now, palette of the month. So one comes out and one comes in. When I did my eyeshadow palette collection video, which a lot of you loved. I loved doing it. It was fun. I talked about this and how I have not used this almost at all, and a couple of you said that it's really, really good. So I'm going to use this month. This is the Beige Cosmetics. It's my Ray Ray palette. This is the second one, the second collab that she did with them. So this is such a cool concept palette. It's got the one line here, which is all neutrals. So it's not all matte though. These three are matte. These two are shimmer, but they're all neutral. Then we have this line here, which is all shimmer color. So green, blue, purple, red, and yellow. And then these are the corresponding mattes to that color. I think that's genius. They're basically the same color for each of these, only in matte and shimmer. So we'll see what we can do with this. I know there's a couple missing shades for me, like there's nothing super light. So even a transition shade, this is probably a little too deep. It's beautiful though. I mean, it's going to be a really good crease shade. So that's fine because I can use my Tarte Pro palette in those shades. So I think it's a really good choice. It's a really good smart choice this month for me. And I'm really excited to use it. We'll see how many times I can use it this month. But that is my project pan update for the end of January, beginning of February. Are any of you guys project panning? And who do you watch besides me that project pans? Because I'm not like an intense project pan. I only do this like once a month. I know there's a lot of really good ones out there and I've been starting to watch more. That is it for today. I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you're speaking to yourself kindly, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys and I will see you in my next video. Bye.